If you're in your early 60s and have a solid nest egg, you might be thinking, okay, I should probably retire soon, right? But for a lot of Canadians, the answer isn't so simple.
You could have 1.9 million tucked away and still feel unsure about leaving work. And honestly, that's more common than you think.
So in this video, we're going to walk through a case scenario. Let's call them person A, who's 62 with 1.9 million in savings, and yet they haven't retired. Not because the numbers aren't there, but because the practical questions that make retirement feel safe haven't been fully answered.
And through working with clients in similar scenarios, we've noticed a pattern. Having enough money isn't enough. It's the clarity around how to use it month to month that matters.
I'm Carlo Cancino.
And I'm John Iaconetti.
We're financial advisors with the McClelland Financial Group. And today, we'll break down what's keeping someone like person A from leaving work and show you how to move from uncertainty to knowledgeable planning.
So let's dive in.
All right, so let's set the scene. Person A is 62, has been working for decades, and has built up 1.9 million in RRSPs, TFSAs, and a non-registered investment account. They're debt-free, own their home, and they've done all the calculations. They've been diligent. What's interesting is that for the last 3 years, every January, person A has told themselves, this will be the year I retire. And every December, they're still at their job. It's not that the job is unbearable, it's just tiring. The commute, office politics, and giving their best hours to other people's priorities, it all add up. But even with 1.9 million saved, something stops them. They can't answer the convenient questions like, how much can I spend? When should I take CPP? Will I trigger old age security clawbacks? What if markets drop in the first few years? Without that clarity, it's easy to stay put.
Which leads us to understand through years of experience, it's not a money problem, it's a clarity problem. Now, person A isn't short on savings, they're short on their answers. And until they get those answers, no amount of money is going to feel like enough.
So for 3 years, person A has watched colleagues with less money step away from work with confidence while they're still at their desk. And it's become frustrating. The healthiest, most flexible years are passing by, and they feel like they're missing out. Just like person A, many Canadians find themselves in the same position. If you're in a similar situation, having significant savings but still unsure about your next steps, we're offering a free portfolio analysis. It's designed to show you exactly how your investments are working and whether they're positioned to support the retirement you want. You can learn more and get started by clicking the link in the episode description.
Now that you've seen how this was affecting person A, the next part is crucial. We're going to break down the questions they needed answers to. What's keeping person A stuck, as well as how you can figure out the same thing for your own situation.
So, what's really stopping person A? Well, it comes down to a few key practical questions that need clear, specific answers. Let's walk through them. First, how is the 1.9 million split between RRSPs, TFSAs, and non-registered accounts? This is critical because it affects what money is accessible immediately, what will be taxed when withdrawn, and ultimately, how much can be spent each month without surprises. For example, RRSP withdrawals are taxable, TFSAs are tax-free, and non-registered accounts may trigger capital gains. Understanding the mix helps plan a safe monthly income. Next, what do they actually need to spend? Once work-related costs like commuting, professional attire, and lunches, once they disappear, some expenses drop, but new ones may appear, like travel or healthcare. Getting a realistic picture of actual monthly needs ensures they aren't overspending or underestimating what's required to maintain their lifestyle. Then, when should they take CPP and OAS? Timing matters here because it can significantly change how much money needs to come from savings each year. Delaying CPP can increase monthly payments, and taking old age security too early or late can trigger clawbacks depending on other income, and coordinating these properly can maximize total retirement income while minimizing taxes. Fourth, what will their RIF situation look like at 71 if no planning is done? RIFs have mandatory minimum withdrawals starting at 71, which can push someone into a higher tax bracket if they're not planned for in advance. Understanding how RIF withdrawals interact with other income streams helps prevent unnecessary taxes and ensures the money lasts longer. Fifth, How would the plan respond if markets dropped 30% in the first few years of retirement? Sequence of returns risk can have a huge impact, especially early in retirement. If a large portion of the portfolio is withdrawn after a market drop, it can permanently reduce long-term income. Planning for this risk ensures the strategy can adapt without derailing the lifestyle they expect. And then finally, what's really holding them back? Is it the numbers themselves, or is it the uncertainty of making a major life change? Even with 1.9 million, hesitation often comes from not knowing exactly how the pieces fit together, not from a lack of money. Addressing both the math and the emotional side of the decision is what allows someone to move forward confidently.
That's exactly right. Answering these questions directly is what moves someone from hesitation to strategic plan. So now that we know the questions that really matter, the next step is figuring out how to answer them. This is where the decision-making process comes in. It's about taking all the pieces, account mix, spending needs, CPP and old age security timing, market risks, and seeing where they all fit together. When you break it down step by step, retirement stops feeling overwhelming and starts feeling manageable. Let's walk through the 4 key steps that will make this happen. So step 1 is figuring out the after-tax monthly income. Most of the money is in RSPs, so it's not just a matter of dividing the total by 12. You need to know exactly the amount that's available after taxes. On top of that, some costs go away when work ends, like commutes, lunches, and professional wardrobe, but new expenses can appear like healthcare or travel. Understanding exactly how much can be spent each month gives a clear picture of what retirement could actually feel like. Step 2 is timing Canada Pension Plan and Old Age Security alongside your RSP withdrawals. This is about lining up income streams so everything works efficiently. The right timing can maximize total income, it can minimize taxes, and avoid old age security clawbacks. Getting it wrong could mean paying more in taxes or needing to withdraw too much too soon. Coordinating these pieces makes sure that the money flows smoothly across the years. Now, step 3 is testing the plan under different market scenarios. Even a few early losses can have a big impact if large withdrawals are needed right away. By running realistic scenarios, you can see how the plan holds up, adjust where necessary, and ensure the lifestyle you want is sustainable. This step is what provides real assurance. It shows the plan works even when markets don't cooperate. Step 4 is addressing uncertainty. Even if the numbers add up perfectly, retirement is a life decision. Seeing the full picture, income, taxes, benefits, and risks reduces the uncertainty and makes it feel manageable. It's about knowing what to expect, not just guessing, so the choice becomes a bit more clear.
Now that all these steps are in place, retirement stops feeling like a huge leap, meaning person A can step away from work knowing the plan is solid, income streams are coordinated, and lifestyle is protected. The hesitation that kept them at their desk is gone. Now they have assurance that the numbers and the decisions make sense. It's like having all the pieces in place before taking the next step. You can move forward without second guessing. So now you can see why someone at 62 with 1.9 million might still be working, and why it isn't just about the money. Often it's the unanswered questions, spending account mix, Canada Pension Plan and old age security timing, RIFs, and market risks that keep people at their desks longer than they'd like.
You don't have to figure all of this out on your own. Our goal is to help Canadians get clear insights, feel less stress, and know they're not alone when making retirement decisions.
We regularly share content designed to help Canadians understand retirement and personal finance in a practical, actionable way. And if you'd like a closer look at your own situation, a free portfolio analysis can show how your investments are performing, highlight potential gaps, and give you a clearer picture of your next steps.
It's all about giving you the context and clarity to make the decisions that feel manageable. You can find the link to the free portfolio analysis in the description below.
We'll see you in the next video, and we'll keep sharing insights to help you feel informed, supported, and less stressed about retirement.